Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a review of the Revlon Colorstay Whipped Foundation. This is a really awesome foundation. I was waiting for this to come out for like a million years, it felt like, but it just came out in Canada. So that is what I'm going to be reviewing today. And I just wanted to tell you guys, a lot of you do know this, a lot of you don't. If you follow me on Instagram and Twitter, you already know this. I had a stomach virus and it was really horrible. It was probably about a week's time where the actual really sick part lasted, but for the past month, you know how I was like sick on and off? I guess that's why, because the doctor told me that I had a stomach virus and now it's just kind of going away. I'm feeling a lot better and I'm on sick time for work, like sick leave, so it's nice. I get to just sleep and relax. I have been going to school though, which is a nice kind of change for me, you know, going out again. So anyways, thank you for all your nice tweets and your Instagram comments saying happy birthday. My birthday was yesterday, and I'm gonna film, I think, a birthday makeup tutorial. If you guys are interested, let me know down below, because I had some pretty extravagant makeup on for my birthday. So anyways, let's get into the review. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the packaging, and this is what the packaging looks like. As you can see, there's a gigantic gap, and I know a lot of gurus have said this. There's like a huge gap where the foundation stops. It is really bulky. That's my only kind of... It's not like a flaw or anything, it's just kind of annoying as to how bulky this packaging is. So, it is 0.8 fluid ounces, aka 23.7 milliliters. A general liquid foundation comparison is about 30 milliliters. So, you know, so that's what that looks like. It just is it says it's 24 hours, and you know, who is going to wear their makeup for 24 hours? I worn it for about 16, 17 at most, and it did last the whole time, which is awesome. I did set it with a powder, keep that in mind. My color is in 110 Ivory, and it did not say a lot about this foundation. I know that all the Revlon Colorstays are very low on SPF, if like any, so they did not say what this SPF is, which is actually kind of unfortunate. But I did get my picture day picture taken today, and I saw what it looked like on camera. No white cast, nothing, so it must be under 20. Okay, so that's it for the packaging, and now I'm going to get into the product itself. So it had a little guard on top of the product, and I took it off, and I actually kind of mix it up with my beauty blender sometimes in there. Doesn't really make much difference. So this is the product. This is weird, hey? Like, I have my Maybelline Mousse foundation. This is not a mousse. This is straight up, like it says, whipped foundation. So you dip your finger in. It's so interesting what this looks like. There you go, look at that. Isn't that weird? And then you put it on your hand, and then you just watch it blend seamlessly into your skin. And it does say this is a medium to full coverage foundation. Fully agree. Holy man, I've tried this with so many different ways. Okay, I'll tell you all the ways I tried it with. So I tried it with a small stippling brush, which totally failed. I mean, I just couldn't make it work. It was really streaky. And then sometimes I use it with my little beauty blender dupe sponge. Now, the thing is with this sponge is honestly, it doesn't give full medium to full coverage at all when you use a sponge. It really shears it out. So if you're looking for a sheer look, that will work for you. I also tried it with a typical foundation brush. I tried it with my flat top e.l.f. brush, the powder brush. What else did I try it with? I tried it with a normal stippling brush. To be completely fair, and I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, did not work. I know that the Sigma 180, I don't know what it is. It's a Sigma flat top kabuki brush. I know a lot of people say that works. I don't own that brush personally, and by my experience with the e.l.f. powder brush, I know those two, the Sigma brush and that, is very similar. Just didn't work for me. It really left some weird lines in my face. So I watched Ciao XO, aka Meg's video on her, like how she puts it on, and she said she uses it with her fingers. I watched It's Judy Time, and or It's Judy's Life. Which one? It's Judy Time. And she put it on with her fingers as well, so I was like, okay, I'll try it. I put it on with my fingers, and it just completely gave me this absolutely flawless looking face. And the thing is, it's like when I put it on with all those other things, Cody, my boyfriend who's sitting over there, actually said it looks a little bit like a mask, and now I think it looks a lot more like skin. Do you think it looks a lot more like skin? Come here. Come look up close. Yeah? He thinks so too. So when your boyfriend notices that your skin looks good, and you know, then you know your skin looks good. So I'm going to talk more about coverage-wise, more in depth. So you guys have seen before, and you will see in the demo, I have some scars going on. I went on Accutane. My acne was very severe, like I'm talking crazy severe. left me with a lot of scarring, especially on my cheek area. A lot of redness as well I have on my face, discoloration, you know. So when I put this on with my fingers and I blend it out, it automatically covers absolutely everything I need to cover. So I would say, honestly, it starts off with a medium build and then you can definitely build it up to full. I don't use concealer with this foundation, which is awesome because it looks like your skin and you're not even using concealer, so it's just a fantastic foundation. The crease wise, I want to talk about like staying power and everything. If I put it under my eyes, it's going to crease. It's like whipped cream, so I kind of figured it would. Smile lines and things like that, I do get it if I don't set it with powder. So I'll show you the powder. So I will show you the powder I actually set it with. This is a loose powder by CoverGirl. It is the professional powder. And this is in Translucent Fair. I tried like 10 different powders. I tried my MAC Studio Fix, CoverGirl Clean, an Essence mattifying powder, e.l.f. powder. I tried all these different powders. And this is the one that works the best. And what I use to set my face, you'll see in the demo, is just a little, very soft. Like a lot of kabuki brushes aren't super, super soft. This one's really soft. This is by Icing. And I just stipple that on my face and then blend out. And overall, I love this foundation. I think that it will work. I know a girl asked me, she said she had dry skin. Dry skin, the thing is with like mousses, I wouldn't touch them. With this, since its consistency is so whipped, it will work for you. You don't need to set it with a powder. If you have dry skin, don't even bother. Like your flakes, you can just smooth them all down and it'll be great. Oily skin. I don't have oily skin. You know, sometimes I get a little shiny around my nose. I have pretty normal skin. Normal skin, it works for me. Oily skin, set it with a powder and you're good to go. This stuff, like, it's locked and loaded when you set it with a powder. Okay, what else is there? Color range. So the color range is awesome. I think there was 4, 8, 12. I think there was either 12 or 16 shades. I'm not 100% on that. I believe there was, but there's so many. And you can't see, there's no testers where I live. There may be where you live. There's one tester of nude, I know that, but what I did, this is just a little tip, I looked at the bottom and you can see the color way better at the bottom than you can around here, which I know sounds weird, but it totally true to color on the bottom. So I got Ivory, the latest shade, because look at me, I lost my tan. So that's awesome. And if you want to like put any products over top of it before you've even set it, like I've put bronzer over top of this, it doesn't like smudge or anything. Looks really, really great and totally flawless. Now I did have one bad experience with this foundation and it was cakiness. I'm not saying this is a cakey foundation, you just gotta use it correctly. So one day, one silly day, it was super hot out and I put too much on my upper lip. You remember that? Cody's like, you have bronzer all over your lip, babe. No, my foundation was just totally cake that day. So it was really bad. I put too much on my upper lip, so I avoid that now. What I did was it literally patched up and it was the first day of school too. And then I put powder over top of it and it just turned into one old cakey mess. And I did not want to redo my foundation because I was late enough as it was. So avoid putting too much on your sweatier, warmer areas. Like if it's hot out, oh my goodness gracious, be careful because it can get cakey if you put too much on. But if I show you in the demo, I don't take a lot, I just rub it between my fingers and put it on my face. I think that this product, I hated it at first, I'm going to be completely honest, I hated it. I was like, this is a waste of money, this is silly. Like it was about $20 and I know you can get it for cheaper, but I saw it right away and I grabbed it. It's worth it. It's totally worth it. I hated it at first, but when I put it on with my fingers and I really started to work with it, I tried it like 10 different times, 10 different ways like I told you. It works so much better now than I thought it did before. So I think that's about all there is to talk about. I got the coverage down, I got the staying power down, packaging. If I've left anything out, I mean, you can always comment down below and with your questions, and I will answer your questions as best as I can. But that is it for my review, and I hope that you guys enjoyed, and let's get into the demo. So yeah, that's about all there is to say right now. Thanks for watching, guys. Okay, so before anything, I take my Simple Moisturizer, and this one's really nice. I've been talking to you guys about this a lot in a lot of recent videos. Take about this much because it goes a super, super long way. And then I just put that on my cheeks, my forehead, you know, all over. And I'm looking in the mirror. You guys probably figured that out. Now after that I take my primer, and this is the Monistat Chafing Relief Powder Gel Primer. I think, yeah, that's right. And a lot of you know this is a dupe for the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. And this is just a really nice primer. It's a silicone-based primer, and I just take that and put that mainly around like my cheeks and my forehead. You know, the T-zone? I start off, and then I just kind of blend it around. I focus a lot on the little cracks in my nose, like right around here, because I find that any foundation that I ever put on tends to crack, and it's not very appealing. And then I take my foundation. This is the Revlon Colorstay Whipped Foundation, as you all know, because this is the title of the video. So it just looks like that. And it really, I've said this before in many videos, your skin is your skin. I'm not going to sit there and tell you how much to take. I just start off by rubbing it between my fingers. It's a little tiny bit messy this way, but this is just the way that works for me. And I put on the places that I need it the most, and then I just blend in. This is a perfect color. Like, my skin's really, really light right now. I've really lost my tan quickly, which I don't mind. I don't mind being pale, and it just blends really nicely. I hate that. I get it on my lips. There you go. So as you can see, it gives a nice amount of coverage. I have really bad scarring on my cheek. I have this one in particular that you probably saw, and you know, that's from before Accutane. That's been there for about 2 months, and I'm still getting rid of it. Scars take a while. So there you can see, it's just blending like a dream. I really like this foundation. So I am just going to finish up. Now I do not put this over my eyelids because I use an Essence base, which really, really works with my eyelids. It doesn't crease or anything. I find that this, when I put it onto my eyelids, that it definitely creases. So, and after that's done, I just go in with this Essence Long Lasting Concealer. I've talked to you guys about this in a couple videos, and I just use this for under my eyes. Then I just take my translucent Professional CoverGirl powder, and this is in Translucent Fair, and I just remove, I actually put a little quill puff in there, but I remove that, and I take some and I put it all up in the, I'm just going to take a kabuki brush from Icing actually. This is really great kabuki brush, it's really soft, and then just tap off all that excess, and then I simply just pat it on my face. And this powder is awesome. I actually rediscovered this recently. I think this is going to be in my September favorites. Okay guys, so that's it for my video, and I hope that you enjoyed. Remember, if you did like this video, please comment down below and let me know, because, you know, I love reading your guys' comments. It's honestly what keeps me going on YouTube. It's such great feedback, and it's awesome to hear what you guys have to say. So that is it. I love this foundation, and this is what my face looks like overall. As you guys know, I was on Accutane, and my skin is just kind of like very sensitive right now, and you know, it is very scarred up. Not super bad, but it's getting better. So it's just a really great foundation that covers it all up, but it still looks like my skin, and that's a huge thing I go for in foundation. And I just really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you in my next. Have a good one, guys. Bye.